covering the Villages for you. TK Cross and the VNN News Team.
On today's Lifestyle Show, an updated forecast for the citrus industry and good news for a local hospital. Florida's citrus growers might be able to squeeze out a few more boxes of oranges than expected this season. The USDA on Monday released an updated forecast for the season that included a slight increase in the estimate for oranges. The forecast estimated that growers will fill 11.63 million 90-pound boxes of oranges. That's up from an 11.6 million in April. Although increased orange output is encouraging, it's important to remember that the new estimate for oranges is about 35% lower than the 18 million boxes filled during the 2024-25 season, which was the lowest since back in the 1935-36 season. A local hospital just earned a very good report card. UF Health Spanish Plains Hospital earned a B in the biannual Leapfrog Hospital Safety Grade Report, the second highest the organization gives, representing years of effort by the hospital to end their streak of C's. But by improving on patient experience moving forward, the hospital is hoping to climb even further. The unique report is put together by the Leapfrog Group, a nonprofit that analyzes healthcare safety and quality data. It's meant to help patients learn more about their local hospitals and see if they want to go there for a procedure, says Heather Long, Central Florida Regional President for UF Health Hospitals in the Villages in Leesburg. The people I associate with the staff. We're always looking for ways to make things better. Up next, we'll take you along with us to one of the oldest clubs in the Villages. But first, we'll take a look at the weather here in the Villages for the next 5 days.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, looking at your VNN 5-day weather forecast, we've got sunny skies with temperatures in the mid-90s, rising to the upper 90s by the weekend.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
There is only one roofing contractor who is #1 in Central Florida. One Floridians have been trusting for over 49 years. Other roofers are selling out to Wall Street and hedge funds. Not us. We're still your local roofing contractor. From Spanish Springs to Brownwood to Lake Sumter Landing, Gold Key Roofing is the most trusted and most called upon roofing contractor for a reason. Trust your roof with a company who is really a part of the community. Gold Key Roofing, often imitated, never duplicated.
With the Generac whole home generator installed by Lenhart Electric, you won't need to move a heavy portable generator into place, which also means no extension cords through windows and doors or refilling gas cans. With Generac, when the utility power goes down, your home powers up. A Generac generator sits outside your home like a central air unit and runs on your existing natural gas or propane supply. It automatically kicks on within seconds of sensing a power outage, runs as long as needed, and automatically turns off when the power from the utility is restored. Lenhart Electric, put the power back in your hands.
This is called a bone conduction vibrator. Part of state law in Florida, right? If you're going to dispense a hearing aid, you have to have what's called bone scores. This goes on the forehead or behind the mastoid bone, right? What this does is it sends the signal through the bone, right? The inner ear picks it up. It skips the outer and the middle ear. The key to this is you might have a condition that can be treated with a surgery or a pill, a medical condition, beyond just age-related hearing loss or noise-induced hearing loss. If we don't do this test, we have no idea of knowing if you've just got that type of hearing loss, or if you need to see a surgeon in ear, nose, and throat. If you go get a hearing test and you're going to get hearing aids to treat your hearing loss, you want to make sure that you've had one of these on your head.
With 10 providers across 9 locations throughout the Villages, accessing quality hearing care has never been more convenient. The Villages Health Audiology is your trusted source for better hearing.
One of the oldest clubs in the Villages brings Shakespeare to life, and everyone can share their differing points of view without fear of judgment.
Civil Discourse has been one of the longest running lifestyle clubs that the Villages has had. Purpose is to have a discussion about a topic that's presented by somebody who's really interested in that topic. For instance, the meeting today has to do with Romeo and Juliet. Hardly a discussion topic that would result in much pro and con, but we have other topics that certainly do. For all of us to learn something new and different, this is part of one of the values of living in the Villages. You always have the opportunity to continue to learn. And Civil Discourse is one of those clubs that foster that, and it's a discussion group. It's an opportunity for people who are here to watch a presenter, participate and ask questions, and feeling that you've learned a lot more. And whatever the topic is, no matter what, is always civil.
Coming up next, we'll take it on the go with Whit Watson. But first, in order to keep facilities in the Villages well maintained, here are some temporary closures to consider as you plan your week.
I'm Daria here with your Recreation Roundup. If you are interested in martial arts, stop by Savannah Recreation on Saturday, May 17th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and learn all about Taekwondo. There will be competition in forms, sparring, breaking, extra division weapons, and more. This event, hosted by the Villages Taekwondo Club, is free for residents and families to attend. Registration is not required. We hope to see you there. As a friendly reminder, please always carry your original hard copy Villages ID or a guest ID with a photo ID. Only original copies of ID cards are accepted at the recreation centers. All rules and regulations posted in the recreation facilities should be followed at all times.
You probably think we're going to be talking about football here today, but we're not. We're talking about health and wellness, more importantly, preventative scans. I have my friends here, Cindy and Ernie, that have an incredible story, and I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about it.
Well, thanks, Martine. You know, it's an amazing story. On February 21st, 2023, I just retired, and I was at an event for the Pittsburgh Pirates opening spring training. And the event was shagging fly balls on the first day of spring training. And while out on the field, I was shagging fly balls. After 10 minutes, I suffered a sudden cardiac arrest. The doctors on the field, they came and they performed CPR and applied an AED, brought me back to life. They got me in the ambulance. I suffered another sudden cardiac arrest. And we ended up getting to the hospital. They put 4 stents in. And while I was in the hospital, I got a call from you. You said that a friend of mine had been up in your office getting a scan, and you guys were talking about you being down in Sarasota. It was just a blessing that you gave us a call and invited us up to Tampa to talk to you about your company, and so we were fortunate to come up and meet you. So we came up and talked to you about what your company is, and I'll let Cindy tell the rest of the story.
Well, we ended up, both of us, getting body scans. And of course, Ernie was fine, but they found a softball-sized tumor in my right kidney that ended up being cancer. So that image saved my life. I ended up getting it completely removed, and my health is great now, thanks to the image.
Well, I'm so glad you guys came in. And for anybody that wants any more information, you can look at us up at clearviewimaging.com, or you can give us a call. We'll give you more information on preventative scans.
Got pain? Curamin from Terry Naturally is the answer. This award-winning formula delivers safe, effective, non-addictive pain relief. How? With the most clinically studied enhanced absorption curcumin, plus other powerful ingredients. Curamin. Millions of bottles sold and the #1 brand because it works. Get pain relief or your money back. Find it at your local health food store.
From the Village's Daily Sun Sports Department, here's Stephen Heineman with your VNN Sports Shorts.
Hey guys, welcome back to the weekend preview on VNN Sports Shorts. I'm Stephen Heineman. We've got playoffs heating up, we've got local baseball, and we've even got some top-tier golf in the works with the PGA Championship. It's a great time to be a sports fan. Let's see what's up, starting, as always, with events within driving distance of the Villages. The Tampa Bay Rays, which is the closest team to where we're at, will be in Miami this weekend for a set with the Marlins. Now, I suppose if you're a true diehard, you can drive over 4 hours for some live professional baseball. But if you would rather cut that drive in half, you won't have to wait long. The Rays will be back in Tampa on Monday to start a series with the Astros. Find tickets on MLB.com/Rays/tickets. However, the Rays aren't the only option for America's pastime in driving distance. This weekend is also a good chance to see one of the hottest teams in college baseball, and it's the last chance to see them live before the SEC tournament. An hour north, the Florida Gators will host conference rival Alabama. Across the country, we can look at the PGA Championship to be one of the biggest events of the weekend. Played at Quail Hollow, nearly all of golf's biggest stars will be in the field. Rory McIlroy and Scottie Scheffler are the favorites to win, but it's anyone's title for the taking. It will conclude Sunday afternoon. As always, I'd like to thank you for joining me for another weekend preview on VNN Sports Shorts. I'm Stephen Heineman, and I hope to see you all again soon.
The Pickleball Volunteer Group is set to host a mixed doubles tournament next week. Villagers will be dinking under the spring sun during the Pickleball Community Volunteer Group's upcoming mixed doubles tournament on May 21st and 22nd at Rohan Recreation. Players will be placed in divisions based on their rating and will compete in a round-robin tournament. Here in the Villages, one of the biggest draws of the pickleball craze is its social benefits. Doubles partners have to communicate constantly, and opponents often exchange friendly banter. Says one Villages pickleballer, "I play many times a week, and I can say that pickleball players in the Villages are like one big family." And you know what they say, the family that pickleballs together. An annual golf tournament raises money for Honor Flight. Villages Honor Flight hosted this year's sold-out golf tournament fundraiser last week at Eagle Ridge Golf Club in Summerfield. The Honor Flight Hub has hosted the fundraiser for more than 10 years. Villages Honor Flight takes local veterans to Washington, D.C. for free to see war memorials and monuments. Any U.S. veteran who is at least 75 years old and served at least one day in active duty is eligible to go on an Honor Flight mission. The local hub serves veterans in Sumter, Lake, Marion, Citrus, and Hernando counties and has taken more than 2,000 veterans on missions in person and virtually since 2012. For more information about Villages Honor Flight or to donate, visit villageshonorflight.org. On the go, makes a stop at the Fundamental Mud Club, where beautiful blocks of clay are shaped by some creative clay artists.
VNN was on the go with Whit Watson.
I started in ceramics when I was a kid because my neighbor had taught me. She had a kiln and everything. But then I was away from it for a while, and then in the military I did it some more, and then in college I took some pottery classes. And then when we got here, I joined a pottery club up in Fenney. We're just a group of 50 people in the group. We don't teach here, we help each other. So everybody coming into the group should have hand-building pottery experience. Here, everybody makes everything from starting with a block of clay. So you're building it from scratch. It's not ceramics, but pottery, because there's a big difference between the two. Ceramics is, they use molds that they pour, slip into, they harden them so you can get like 20 of the same thing, made for everybody to glaze. So we use molds such as bowls and stuff to form things, but we don't pour things, so no two things come out the same even if you're trying. So everybody here has typically had some kind of experience before coming into this club. So it's just learning the clay is the biggest thing that you have to know before you come here. And they don't have to have tons, but they have to have had played with clay, actually touched the clay, molded the clay, learned a little bit about clay, because what people don't understand is clay has memory and stuff. We'll get a lot of people that come in and they've treated their clay kind of rough, and then it goes through the kiln and it cracks. If you picked it up like this and walked across the room with it, it's stretching, it's not liking that, you got to be careful with the clay. We have a waiting list. This group has a waiting list because we have a lot of stuff. We've accumulated a lot of molds and glazes and stuff like that. And we're down here in the south where a lot of the people, don't want to go all the way up north because they're moving into the new areas down here. Every regional center has a pottery group. You have to just come here and talk to us.
On the go in the Villages, I'm Whit Watson.
We'll be back with more from Florida's friendliest hometown.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
When you have Renewal by Andersen's exclusive Acclaim Impact windows, you'll have peace of mind knowing your windows can handle Florida's harshest conditions. Call Renewal by Andersen today to get superior protection and take advantage of this limited time offer.
As a medical doctor, I've been involved in Alzheimer's research for almost 25 years. Everyone experiences a slight amount of memory loss as we age. That is absolutely normal. However, in some people, the memory loss continues to get worse. The good news is that most people that think they have a memory problem actually just have normal memory loss related to aging. If you would like to learn more, I would highly encourage you to attend one of my free weekly seminars. We cover topics such as what is the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's disease, and are there things I can do to make my brain more resistant to Alzheimer's disease? Please call our office today for a simple 30-minute free memory evaluation. We'll walk you through the steps, including testing your memory to even see if there's a problem. You may be invited to partake in our clinical research. Through clinical research, we are searching for new medications that may help slow the progression of this disease.
It's spring clearance at Kart World Golf Cars. Buy one new 2025 Club Car Onwood and get a second Club Car at half price. His and hers, or bring a friend. There's never been a better time to buy. Available with gas, electric, or lithium power in 2, 4, and 6 passenger vehicles. Kart World Golf Cars, proudly serving Central Florida for over 37 years. Visit our modern showroom for a test drive today. Highway 27 441, 1 block north of County Road 466 in Lady Lake.
This is VNN.
Those looking to dance in the Villages have many options for learning different dance styles, but one instructor says this dance allows beginners to learn not only the steps, but to also improvise along the way.
7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
West Coast swing, the uniqueness of it is that it's a street dance, so pretty much anything goes. Once you learn the basic patterns, the women have a lot of freedom to do some things and add some things to the dance that you wouldn't with a traditional ballroom dance.
One of the most fun dances that you can do, because there's nothing wrong in it, and once you learn the basic steps, you can build on it and put hundreds of moves and patterns.
So there are basic patterns. Every single pattern that we do or syncopation that we do are off of these 3 basic patterns, and then from there you just start adding variations.
Once you learn the basic patterns, I mean, like whip patterns, I know about 25 different whip patterns. So once you learn the first basic whip pattern, then you can learn them all.
This particular class, there's no sign up, you just show up. We start out very beginner, and as the hour and a half goes, we grow. So it gets harder and harder as we go through the night, but we always start out with a basic. So if you are a beginner and you've never done West Coast Swing before, this is the class for you.
If you're interested in learning the West Coast Swing Dance, the class meets at the Pimlico Recreation Center every Wednesday. Coming up, we'll take a look at your village's lifestyle concerts, events, and entertainment on the squares.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
You love the sunshine.
The sunshine. Sunshine. Sunshine.
It makes you happy.
So happy because I'm happy. Clap along.
You love great music. It makes you smile.
You make me smile. Make me smile. Just to see you smile.
Your village's soundtrack, WVLG.
You're always welcome at Cody's.
Follow me right this way.
It's where friends and family meet for fun times and great food.
We enjoy the 2-for-1 happy hour from 11 to 7.
We come here for the amazing nightly entertainment.
Great service and loads of smiles await you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing.
Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Time now for the Village's Entertainment Beat.
I'm Natalie, here with your Entertainment Beat. If you didn't hear, the Sharon has released shows and subscriptions from their epic Mother's Day announcement for on sale. Today, we're looking at the Broadway subscription. The Broadway subscription features 3 fantastic musicals, including Meredith Willson's Golden Age musical, The Music Man, running February 7th and 8th. Musical comedy Mrs. Doubtfire, running April 16th and 17th. And Broadway hit Beetlejuice on May 22nd and 23rd. And a special subscription add-on, be sure to check out Dolly Parton's Smoky Mountain Christmas Carol, which will run December 20th and 21st. While individual shows aren't on sale yet, you can get your subscription today and save 12% when purchasing the package and get first access to premium seating. That's your beat, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Natalie. The Villages is the place to be when it comes to great musical entertainment, and these are the bands scheduled to perform for you on the Squares Friday night, brought to you by The Villages Entertainment and Your Villages Soundtrack at WVLG. The Villages Villages Prom is happening this Friday and Saturday at Lake Sumter Landing, presented by Humana. For more details, tune into your Villages soundtrack, WVLG, or pick up a copy of your Villages Daily Sun. That's all we've got for you today. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of VNN's weekend show, Play It Forward. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Daily Sun and tune your radio into WVLG while you're out there enjoying that active Villages lifestyle. We'll see you.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show.
Sometimes people forget there's an option, a luxury option right here in Ocala. Discover Volvo's elegance, safety, and innovation at Jenkins Volvo Cars Ocala. Upgrade to a brand new Volvo today and drive the future. And for your convenience, we'll even bring a test drive right to your door. Luxury isn't far away. It's right here and it's waiting for you. Start shopping now at JenkinsVolvoCarsOcala.com. Luxury made simple. Visit us at Jenkins Volvo Cars Ocala. Welcome to the family.
Back before Alicia could spend time with her grandbaby. Before she had a successful heart transplant. Even before she received a revolutionary device that kept her failing heart working until her transplant. Before all that, Alicia chose UF Health, which shows how your story ends has everything to do with where it all begins.
Hello, and thanks for watching the Villages News Network. Did you know that VNN is only one part of the Villages Media Group? In fact, we are made up of numerous sources of information and entertainment for you. Let's start with the Villages Daily Sun. The Daily Sun is your daily source for everything Villages. Stories, reports, features, sports, weather, entertainment, and business information. Our editorial, advertising, layout, and creative departments create a daily newspaper to make sure you have all the information you need to live the perfect Villages lifestyle. Published at one of the country's premier and newer printing plants in Coleman, Florida, our staff of production professionals, along with our distribution team, works tirelessly to make sure you get your Daily Sun every day, 365 days a year. Also published for you are the Newcomer's Guide, the Resident Directory, and the Villages Magazine, each loaded with unique and relevant information for you to maximize your best life. Originating from our studios in the small building with big windows near the water at Lake Sumter Landing is WVLG, your Villages soundtrack. Listen to WVLG broadcasting on 102.7 or 104.5 FM or 640 AM. Or stream us from the Villages Daily Sun app or the Villages app. WVLG offers music primarily from the mid-60s through the mid-90s with live and local semi-retired part-time on-air personalities from all around the country. If you're into great music, Villages information, and first-class weather forecasts, WVLG is your source for it all. And you're watching VNN, the Villages News Network. We create new programming every weekday, which starts at 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Check out our fun weekend show, Play It Forward, from Friday at 6 until Monday at 6, and keep your eyes open for special programming and information coming soon. The Villages Daily Sun, the Villages Magazine, the Villages Residential Directory, the Villages Newcomer's Guide, WVLG, your Villages soundtrack, and the Villages News Network, VNN. The Villages Media Group, here for you 24/7, 365 days a year.
Welcome to this edition of the Villages V-Mail and Eastport, where in addition to recreation, golf, shopping, and dining, today we're excited to announce another great experience, a brand new playground area that will take shape right here along the edge of Central Lake. This space was created with making memories in mind, where you and your most treasured guests and grandchildren can roam free, play, explore, and most importantly, connect. Can you imagine all the fun? So stay tuned as we continue to bring you more exciting updates on when you can begin to enjoy all the lifestyle opportunities coming to Eastport.